Hey guys, have you been thinking about buying land in Tennessee? Yeah, we got land in Tennessee. We got a lot of land in Tennessee. A lot of it right here in what I consider Southeast Tennessee, Middle Tennessee. And if you're thinking about that, I've got the guy for you. You have found your way to Mortgage Sense, a common sense approach to mortgages with Kevin Blair. I'm with the Kevin Blair team at Element Home Loans, and I've got a very special young man that I met this week that specializes in land. Mr. Brandon, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm good today, Kevin. How are you?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be you. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Friday. It's been a good week. We've getting applications. We got clear to closes, and things are happening.
I agree. Yeah, we're something to pick up here lately too. It's been busy last couple of weeks for sure.
No, I love it. I love it. All right, Brandon. So we just met. We just met this week. Josh through his searching for me, and we're looking for talent. We're looking for people that are successful in this industry, and your name kept popping up.
Awesome.
Okay. I'll tell you the reason I started 11 years ago with our radio show, turned it into a podcast about 6 years ago. And like I told you the other day, we have revamped the show because I want it to be more about information.
Sure.
Okay. Now, I want to put this out there because I want people to know that I'm serious about what I'm doing on our show. We discussed this. We don't, at Element Home Loans, we do not offer land financing.
Correct.
But that didn't stop me because what you've got going on, I couldn't wait to hear about it.
Awesome.
Okay. So tell us about Southeast Land Solutions. Tell us about you, where you came from, and how you got into this.
Sure, absolutely. So, kind of got introduced to real estate at a young age through my late grandfather. Growing up, he was more on the commercial side of things. He was doing a lot of commercial land and buildings and kind of growing up with him, just collecting rents and doing work and working on, projects and properties is kind of where, I got introduced to the real estate side of things. And then, also growing up, if we weren't in a sport, we were in the woods. So we were constantly, we had a family farm over there in Marion County, right by Kettner's Mill. And, every minute that we weren't on a ball field or a basketball court or, we were in the woods and on that farm. So, I kind of married the two together. Once I graduated college, went and worked with a developer that was doing some things up on the Upper Cumberland Plateau. And it was just kind of a perfect fit. I took my love for the outdoors and married it with real estate and there I went. So I've been doing it for about 17 years.
Nice.
Mainly focusing on land. We do a lot of, we're a little different than most of your residential real estate companies out there. I mean, we focus on rural, non-urban lifestyle properties. And, what I mean by lifestyle property is it's a lifestyle when you buy land and build on a mountain, right? Or lakefront or, sustainable properties. I mean, it's just, a little different than your average, residential side of things. And, like I said, been doing it for 17 years and love every minute of it.
So we're not just talking about an acre plot here.
No, I mean, well, we do. I mean, anything land, we focus on, but we do a lot of larger tracts as well. I mean, a lot of folks now are looking for, that 5 to 50 acre tract. Ever since COVID, kind of hit, people are wanting to elbow room. They want to get out. They don't want to see their neighbor. They want to try to be a little bit more self-sufficient, gardens and maybe have a couple of chickens to lay eggs. So, we sell anything land, but, we're anywhere from an acre up to, 1,000, 2,000 acres. We focus on, on it all for sure.
All right. So in our conversation the other day, and this really hit home with me, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. In our conversation the other day, you're talking about the difference between a residential realtor and then what you do. Okay. Sure. Somebody sees a piece of property. I'm Sherry and I are out on our motorcycle and we're out in the country and we're driving, right, and we see a piece of property that's got a for sale sign on it. Mm-hmm. All right. I can't see the back of that property. I may not be able to see through the front woodage part of that property.
That's correct.
You guys are a little different. Tell us about that. Tell us about how you do that.
We are. Yeah. So we've just been trained, there's a lot of training that goes into real estate. And, I kind of compare it. And I think I mentioned this to you, previously that, I kind of compare it to doctors out there. There's a doctor is a title that's very widespread, right? You could be a
Mhm.
doctor of education, or you could be a neurosurgeon, right? So
That's right.
I kind of compare realtors and real estate agents to that, because the training that goes into it, it's just different. There's a lot of different variables that are different from residential to land, and we've been educated on surveys, soil analysis. I mean, being able to subdivide properties out, and kind of to touch on your point, a lot of folks will just say, hey, drive by that piece of property, go drive by it, tell me what you think, right? And you may drive by it and it may be the thickest thing along the road you've ever seen, but you go in there, step in there and look at the topography, and know that there's a creek on the backside, or just by looking at aerial maps, or anything like that. You could step in there, it could be a beautiful oasis that's 100 feet, 200 feet in it, and you never know, right? So
Especially in our area.
that's it.
Especially in our area.
100%. Yeah. So we always encourage, we always will pull up a property if somebody's interested, or if we're fixing to pick up a new property. We really study, every aspect of it, and try to find the high points, and look for the creeks and what I call the intrinsic values, right? I mean, creeks, views, big hardwoods, just any kind of rock outcroppings, caves. I mean, there's a lot of that around here, right? So, and we really try to study it, both on the selling side and buying side, to know what we're going to look at when we go.
All right. So something just hit me.
Mhm.
Because you're talking to a guy that grew up in Dallas, Texas, in what I call Cement City.
Right.
Okay. Now I went to Arkansas and hunt and fishing with my grandfather, but in Dallas, Texas, you got to drive a long way to get out in the country. Even back 40 years ago when I was there.
Mhm.
So, you take a city boy like me, okay, that's thinking, because I will tell you, I don't mind telling you, I would love to have 5 acres. I don't know, Brandon, I don't know what I'd do with 5 acres. I'm tired at the end of the day now. I don't know what, but I would like to have 5 acres for my toys, for a motorcycle, a boat, everything. Okay.
Absolutely.
But I don't know anything about land. I don't know about anything about buying a piece of property. So if you take somebody green, like the guy that you're looking at right now,
Mhm.
and I call you and I say, hey, I want land.
Mhm.
Okay. What are you going to tell me? How are you going to help somebody that doesn't know jack
Yeah.
about buying a piece of property, about buying, when I say property, I'm talking about buying 3, 4, 5, 10 acres or plus.
Right.
What would you tell me?
Yeah. So first, we're going to try to find your why, right? And you kind of touched on it a little bit right there. Place to have your, place some of your toys, maybe, maybe a metal building, something like that. So we're gonna find out your why. Your why may be different from the next person's why, right?
Sure.
So,
Sure.
if you need a lot of flat to rolling area, a lot of buildable space on that acreage, we're gonna try to, find areas where that's conducive for, right? I mean, if you're if you're wise to, hey, we want to retreat, we want to, we want to step out on our back property or our back porch, and see this, 50, 100 mile view off the bluff, right? That's a different why. So that's the main thing, is just trying to find your purpose for the land, your why. And then we just kind of go from there. We'll figure out the budget, right? Budget's always a big thing. You're in the mortgage business, that's a big thing. So, and then the area, location, how close do you want to be to amenities? Are you comfortable being, 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes out, away from a hospital, away from groceries? Some people, that's absolutely what they want. But, then for other folks, it's, hey, I want to at least be able to get to the store within 15, 20 minutes. So, we just kind of go through all of those, variables of the equation, and just kind of make the best fit for you. And then from there, we'll just start searching. We'll either dip into our, bag of properties that we know of, and search the area for you, and try to find that perfect match for your why and what you're looking to do with the land.
And be sure and bring my boots when we go walk that place.
That's it. That's it. That's one thing we really, really, pride ourselves on, is we're out there, we're walking, we're finding corner pins if they're in the ground. We're not just, painting a picture or giving you photos. I mean, we're out there walking, right? And with that, that goes a long way, because it's real hard. Been doing this for a long time, and some people can just visualize it, right?
Mhm.
They can come in
Right.
and say, oh man, there's my home site, there's my barn site, this is where I want to put my garden, but the vast majority of folks have a hard time with that, right? A lot of times the property's wood, yeah, right? The property's wooded, and they're like, well, where would we put a garden? Well, all the farms you just passed on the way here at some point had woods on them, right? So
Right.
there's a lot of people in our area that are very good at what they do as far as excavation wise and being able to clear out, home sites or pasture land or whatever you're looking to do. And it's just sometimes it's just hard, for folks to visualize that. Well, you're telling me there's a view here, but golly, I can't really see it because we're in June and every tree has a leaf on it, and
That's right.
and it's just like you're telling me there's one here, but I just can't see it. So being able to kind of educate people. Well, you've got a drop here, and if you take out this amount of trees, it's going to boom. You're going to have a magical view here.
Man, that is, you're getting me excited. You know that.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get there. I really didn't. But I told you I don't have a script. I just like conversations and talking to me, you're a young man. Talking to a young man that's been doing this 17 years, that is living, breathing,
Yeah.
making it work.
Right.
And this is maybe too personal, and you can tell me it's none you. Okay. You really can. I just edited it out. I'll make up an answer.
Right.
How much land do you live on?
I've got around 35 acres that I'm comfortable. Yeah.
Man, how long have you been on it?
We've been on it. We built about 4 years ago. So we were living in Chattanooga proper at the time, and we moved out north of the city. And I bought the acreage, I guess, maybe 10 years ago. And then with the thought of, hey, we're going to build out here one day, and kind of the busier the area that we were in got, the more we pressed to get it built. So
right. How many kids you have?
We've got two. Yeah, I've got a 16-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son.
Man, I'm telling, living on 35 acres.
Yeah.
All right, so the weather's warming up, our motorcycles are warming up. Next time I'm out that way, because we come out your way a lot.
Yep.
I'm gonna hook you up because I want to see your property.
Absolutely. Yeah. Come visit. It's still a work in progress. We're putting in ponds. I just put a 30 by 30 building to hold my toys. I've got a few toys myself, and ATVs and UTVs and everything like that. But we just put that. But I enjoy it. The house. I just, the wife, she handled all that. I said, you do what you want, as long as I can make this land the way I want, I'll be happy. So
that's fantastic.
It's great for sure.
So I have been through your website. I've looked at all these properties. Yep. Okay. Tell us your website. Tell us how to find you.
Yeah. So the website is southeastlandsolutions.com, and that's spelled out, southeastlandsolutions.com.
Okay.
But you can contact us. I don't know if the signs in the back here, they're kind of reversed here, but the number is 423-498-3649. And you can, all the information's on the website there. You can reach out that way. So
yeah, I can see the signs. They're looking forward to me. So it's gonna play very well. Brandon, brother, thank you, sir. It means a lot. This is great information, and especially we've got a lot of people outside of Tennessee that are looking at our areas. I talk to people almost every single week that are moving here. Yeah. And the last 3 or 4 years has been an explosion.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Chattanooga's been a hidden gem for a long time. But
yes, it has.
A lot of folks are finding out. I mean, it's an unbelievable, mid-sized city with countless outdoor activities to do, and just the beauty of where the mountains meet the rivers. It's it's phenomenal. So a lot of people are starting to find that out and move to this area for that, for sure.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Well, guys, if you like this kind of information, hit like, hit subscribe. You can go to my About page. It's right up here. I don't do land financing, but I do home financing. If you buy a piece of property from Brandon, I can do your construction loan to build a home for you. Our phone number is 423-488-7571. Our website is kevinblairteam.com. Guys, I appreciate it. Keep following us, keep listening. And Brandon, thank you, sir. I'm serious about riding a motorcycle out. I'm coming to see you, brother.
Hey, come see me. They just opened up the cookie jar over there in Dunlap back up. I'm kind of waiting for the weight to die down, but hey, we'll go out there and eat. We eat with a view out there, and let's grab dinner or lunch.
We've been going out. We live probably 15, 16 miles from there.
Nice.
So, well, fantastic. Young man, thank you, sir. Have a great weekend, and we appreciate you being on the show.
Yes, sir, Kevin. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right,
Bye
bye-bye.
bye.